Ron Sciambi and Chris Singleton. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Arizona. And towing the slab, Brandon Pfaadt. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Whips it to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. Now it's the shortstop. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. High fly ball down the left field line. Happ ranging back on it. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. His second of the year. The Tigers get on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
In the air to left center. And there's 2 down. Manny Ramirez, the next to hit.
Manny Ramirez.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. Did not go.
Ball, count, great down. Hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Yeah!
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, that ball's hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Detroit draws first blood on the solo shot. On to the bottom of the first. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show. Back here at Chase Field, and today's starter, Luis Castillo. What should we keep an ai on here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, get ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Low outside.
The 0-1. And a foul ball.
Circle change. Middle outside.
Right side, Pujols. He's on the bag. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Marcus Semien. So digging in, Willie McCovey. Castillo, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. In the air, left field. Snags it on the run. And there are 2 outs.
Circle change. Low middle.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Outside ball. Ball 2. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now, Steve Finley. That's in for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Going. Gone. The 2-run shot. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Power versus power right there. Like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Ball.
Sinker.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. That one drilled left field, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Four-seam fastball.
Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Michael Young in the box now. Takes strike one. Fouled off. He was late.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Man on second, 2 down. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. D-backs at a pair on the homer. And it's now back here in the desert. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Albert Pujols up now for the Tigers. Hit on the ground to short. Young with the throw to first. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting 7, center fielder Sammy Sosa.
And that one hammered. And that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 8, third
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Hard hit left side. On to McCovey, and that is that. Tigers fail to make any noise. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the inning, Marcus Semien stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Marcus Semien.
Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Slider. Low outside.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 1 away.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Slider. Low middle.
Ball.
Slider. Middle outside.
Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ramirez under this one. That is the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Diamondbacks 2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. On the ground. Fires to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting catcher, number 4.
Throws to second, but she's in there easily.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something she could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel.
Oh, that drilled him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's... Vladimir Guerrero will hit next. Fly to center his first time. Ripped on a line to center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. She's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Ball.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. We are tied at 2. First and second, 2 outs. David Ortiz and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
Ball.
Inside, just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And that one way outside. And that's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll take a trot around the bases. 3rd home run of the season, and the Tigers have the lead. It's 5-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Look out.
Ball. That missed. That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
There's a swing and a drive. This one's got a chance. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. 3-run shot for the Tigers. Welcome back, and singing, it's been more of a grind out there compared to his last out.
Indeed, Boog, and he's definitely not as dominant, but there's a lot of game left.
Smith batting for the second time,
Sinker.
And that's strike one.
Low middle.
That's in there.
Circle change. Middle outside.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Well struck right field. That ball's carrying. And that's up onto the walkway and out of here. A solo shot. His first homer of the year, and they inch closer. It's 5-3.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Low outside.
There's a strike.
Four-seam
Nobody
fastball.
on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. Ripped to right. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Four-seam
Carroll,
fastball.
batting with one
Low
down,
inside.
takes a strike. Swang and a broken bat roller towards third. Slinging it to first in time.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact with his slow grounder to get the out.
On the ground right
That's a foul
side.
ball.
Four-seam
And
fastball.
foul ball.
High middle.
Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
That one lifted to left. Ramirez on his way over. And that'll do it. Diamondbacks draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. It's now 5-3. Back here in the desert, out of the fourth. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Simeon, toss over to first. One pitch and one out. Adrian Beltre up now for the Tigers. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
The 1-1. On a line out towards center. Out number 2. Command has been the issue, no doubt. What do you see?
Well, it looks like he's fighting against himself instead of just working with himself and allowing his mechanics to flow. He's trying to overthrow instead of allowing things to just sort of naturally develop.
So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Perez now at the plate. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. Fastball is outside.
Oh, he's really working her away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Finley settles underneath it. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. On now to the bottom of the fourth. Welcome back, and singing, it's been more of a grind out there compared to his last outing.
Indeed, Boog, and he's definitely not as dominant, but there's a lot of game left.
That's a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
That one fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Sinker. Low outside.
Here's the 0-2. Hap lays
That's
off.
the ball.
Circle change. Low outside.
That's a laser base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Michael Young stands in now for the Diamondbacks. His first at bat was a strikeout. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
In the air, right field. Guerrero coming on. He's got it, and there's one away.
Slider. Low middle.
In the air, left field. Ramirez under it. And there's two away. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
To the right side. Play made, that ends the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. They're still down 5-3. Back here at Chase Field, and the batter will be the shortstop, number 8. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates. And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Here comes the manager out of the... Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Gage Stroud.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ball, that's in.
Not even close there. And it's 2-0.
Hey!
Just
No, that missed.
missed.
That's a ball.
Laced to right center, base hit. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He'll score, and they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Base hit into the outfield. Coming around third is Guerrero. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. So, man aboard, David Ortiz up now for the Tigers.
Ball.
The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Gilbert Diaz, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Sewald getting loose as well. And that one is lifted in the air. Hat settles under this one. One down.
Up next for the Tigers, first baseman Albert Pujols.
And first offering is fouled off. Ramirez leads off first with one away. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Finley gets it in quickly, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. And here is Sosa to the plate. The Tigers trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 5th.
That's the ball.
Working down in the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Swing and a pop-up. 2 down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners.
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Paul Sewald.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Alfonso Soriano getting ready to hit. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Stays alive.
Teased the zone with that fastball a little bit up. Fouled it off. Expect him to go a little bit higher with this next one.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. They kept the force. They limit the damage here. 2 runs in the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the D-backs catcher, Luis Torrens. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these D-backs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Up next for the
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Fly ball down the line, and no one can get
Four-seam
to it. It's a foul
High
ball.
outside.
And
No, that's a
foul
foul
ball.
All those
Four-seam
numbers
fastball.
mean this
Low
offense is
inside.
really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. The relay throw. Save.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
In the air to left center. Sosa on the move. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second.
Man, he had to go such a long way to track that one down. Outstanding effort. If he doesn't get there, then that run from second basically walked.
Hard hit, base hit. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. So a man at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Steve Finley. Ripped on the ground to second. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Perez
Leading
up
off
now for the
Tigers.
Tigers.
Catcher, number 4.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Perez measures 5 feet 8 inches, only 18 years old, and she was born in the Dominican Republic. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Michael Soroka, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Thompson also getting ready. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now that
Digging in, number 8. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Foul ball. And the 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
This one in the air, center field. Finley should have this one. And that is that. Tigers are shut down there. They hold a 7-4 lead. Back here in the desert, bottom of the 6th. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Sandy Alcantara.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
That one ripped, but foul.
Sinker. Low outside.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Circle change. Low outside.
Swings through that one. It's strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sinker.
The Diamondbacks
Low
trailing by
outside.
3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And downstairs.
Circle change. Low inside.
That's to third. Gloves it on the dive. Throw to first. In the dirt. He picks it. And that's a great play.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
Gets him easily. Ends the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona. And they're on the wrong end of a 7. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Manny Ramirez digs in now. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And first offering is fouled off. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And next is the designated hitter, David Ortiz, looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd.
No doubt. That 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat.
That one finds the zone, and 1-1. Ramirez aboard here at first with nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Oh, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. Tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter, other than just tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Man at first, one away. On the ground, could be 2. Young to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Sosa in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. It's the Tigers 7. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the 7th, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
That's a ball.
Sinker. Low inside.
This one popped up right side. And it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way. So you're going to get something going. This is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
The 2-1. On the ground to third. There's one. To first, double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Pavin Smith will hit next. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Up the middle. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. It's the Tigers 7 and the Diamondbacks back here in the desert. The Tigers going with a pinch hitter, Jose Bautista.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him. One up, one down.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Gets him to chase after that one.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
And they'll do it again. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a great slider right there, and I think the key for pitchers and what hitters do.
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Gilbert Diaz. He's into the game with the bases empty. So back to the top of the order, and here is Perez. 1 for 4 with a double. In the air to left center. Half in position. And that is that. It's the Tigers 7. Back here at Chase Field, this is Corbin Carroll. New pitcher now, Randy Rodriguez.
Now pitching for Detroit, number 73, Randy Rodriguez.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Yeah!
All relievers one after another coming out of the
Four-seam
bullpen these
fastball.
days. Got to be ready for that
Outside.
first pitch heater.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ramirez takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Sinker.
Well, it's
Low
critical right
outside.
here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the
Slider.
ninth, that closer's
Middle
coming in.
inside.
Rodriguez, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball,
Four-seam
a slider,
High
and
inside.
he works in a sinker. Good job to fight that one off. The
Four-seam
D-backs
fastball.
trailing
High
by
inside.
3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black,
Four-seam
and
fastball.
you just get
High
a little bit
inside.
locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
That is the inning. Nothing across here this half. 9th inning coming up. It's the Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Kevin Ginkel. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now the number 2 hitter. He's already homered here in this one.
He's been
Ball.
raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. And that one ripped to left. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. That one missed. And that's
that missed. That's
the
the ball.
inside edge. 2 balls, no strikes. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with. Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Next is the Tigers DH, David Ortiz. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. And it bangs off the wall. 1 run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's now 9-4.
Gets the job done as he brings home.
Michael Soroka will take over here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way, because these batters count the same for the stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
What a stop, and very nicely done for the out. Here's the center fielder, Sammy Sosa. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Taylor Clark getting loose out there. In the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Michael Young.
Shortstop, Michael Young.
Oh, yeah.
Slayer. Middle outside.
Just
Nope,
missed.
ball.
Rodriguez, 26 years old.
Slayer.
And he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Laser could be trouble, and that's going to get into the corner. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's
That's
definitely
high.
out
That's
of
a ball.
Slayer.
Runner in scoring
Middle
position,
center.
nobody out. Here in the last half of inning number 9.
Slayer. Low middle.
And there's a ball.
Ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Slayer. Low outside.
Ground ball left side, and that's just
Sinker.
foul.
Low
The
middle.
Tigers leading by 5. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Center field takes it in for the out. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, 1 for 3.
Third baseman, Isaiah.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. 2 down.
Up
Four
next
seam
for the
fastball.
Diamondbacks,
High outside.
catcher, Luis
Pitches in
Torres.
there. It's 0-1.
Looks like he
Slayer.
sacrificed
Low
to pitch
outside.
right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
1 strike away. Left field, way back there. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. Runner scores from second as they get one back.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's A.J. Hinch. So they turn to their closer, Joan Duran.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these
Overhand
hitters.
curve. Middle outside.
This one smacked out to left center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead. So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Willie McCovey.
Yeehaw!
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment. But...
And a ground ball to first, and it goes just foul.
Middle outside.
Fights it off, you'll see another.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And that's a little bit high. Now 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that'll do it. The Tigers extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
9-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.